Hi, this is Allyse Sedivy, and I can't believe that we've come to the end of Find a Builder program. In fact, if you're one of those people that jumped to the very last call because you liked the name and the title, Unlimited Supply of Builders, stop the audio right now and go back to the beginning and go step by step through, because you're not going to have unlimited builders unless you do all of the work and you do all the assignments. So everyone wants to have an unlimited supply of builders, right? We'd be set. Well, I'm going to tell you a story. This is a story you've heard before. It's a story about two friends, a hare and a tortoise. The hare was known for his swiftness, and the tortoise was known for his sluggishness. The tortoise was extremely slow. One day as they chatted, the hare began making fun of the tortoise for his slowness. The tortoise was slightly annoyed, but said with a smile, "I may be slow, but I can beat you in a race." The hare was astonished to hear this. He thought the tortoise was utterly foolish and totally unaware of what he could do. "Are you kidding?" said the hare in bewilderment. "I hope you're not serious." "No, I am very serious. I'm sure I can outrun you," said the tortoise. Seeing the tortoise so serious, the hare said, "All right then. In that case, we shall appoint a referee and fix a venue for the event." And they parted, and they met again on the appointed date. The rat was the appointed referee, and the rat stood ready to blow the whistle and start the race. The tortoise and the hare tensed at the starting line. "On your mark, get set, go," called the rat, and the race began. The hare took off at lightning speed and soon ran out of the sight towards the finish line. Meanwhile, the tortoise began the race at a very slow pace. The sight was almost funny, if not pitiful. "Poor tortoise," thought the rat. "The hare will win the tortoise hands down and cover the length of the field 10 times before the tortoise can cover even it once. There's no match at all." The hare must have reached about half a mile when he stopped to see where the tortoise was. He looked back. The tortoise was not to be seen. "Oh, he's far behind. I can't even see him yet. I think I'll wait here until I can see him, and then I'll run the remaining distance." "Hey, why don't I eat some grass and rest a while?" said the hare to himself. The hare snacked and drank some water and laid down in the shade of a tree to wait and watch, and soon he was lulled into a deep sleep. The tortoise, on the other hand, kept moving slowly but steadily. The hare slept for a long time. When he woke up, he looked around, and the tortoise was nowhere to be seen. So he felt rested, and he decided to complete the race. As he approached the finish line, he grew more and more astonished. The tortoise had already reached the finish line. The hare had lost the race. He accepted the defeat graciously, and after that, he never poked fun at the tortoise for his slowness. What is the moral of this story? If you have everything you need to win the race, the only thing that could stop you from winning it is the lack of persistence and effort. You have everything you need to win the race in doTERRA. You have every single piece of the puzzle, all 50 daily mentor calls, from the very beginning of when you actually write your list to how to sample, how to follow up, how to teach a class, how to get people excited about the business, how to build them, even down to how to find business builders. Every step is written out for you. You have everything you need to win. Well, the lesson? Well, which one of the two is consistent? Now, there are times that we want to be just like the hare. Times to run. Times to go like crazy. Times to rank advance. Times to rally our team. Times to really get tired because we're working so hard, right? But let me tell you what happens a lot. If you run really fast, and if you hit your rank, if you make a lot of money, a lot of times we sit down in the grass we drink a little bit, and then we fall asleep. And we stop doing all of those teeny little things that got us there. Well, if you're the tortoise and you consistently build your business and do the things that you need to do, you actually win. You win. So, what are the characteristics of consistency? Well, the tortoise believed that it didn't matter how tough the goal was. If he kept at it and did a little bit every moment, he'd be able to achieve it. Now, there are times where we have to rank advance. There are times that we're at the end of the month and we have to run like a hare. But instead of going to sleep, we can just go into tortoise mode, which is consistently doing all the little things every moment to still achieve our goal. We also learn that from the tortoise, it doesn't matter what others are able to do or what others are able not to do. Goal achievement means that you do your piece consistently. Whatever that piece is, whatever you're good at, whatever you do well, you do it consistently, right? We also learned from the tortoise that to win, well, we need to work steadily, sometimes even if it's slow, and to take the time to do the right things at the right time. And finally, doing what we need to do, even if it's slow. If we do it day in and day out, we achieve our goals. And after a while, it becomes effortless. So I have to tell you that the secret to having an unlimited supply of builders, the secret, my friends, is we need to be more like the tortoise. So many of us know how to run like the hare, but are we consistent day in and day out? Do we have our mind and our eyes set on something, no matter how tough the goal is, no matter how long it will take us, no matter what other people are able to do or not do? Do we have that goal so firmly set that we do the right things at the right time and we work on it, even at times if it's slow, day in and day out to meet and achieve our goals? That is the secret. An unlimited supply of builders comes with consistency. Now, when you're in the program, Find a Builder program, we're running like a hare. We have an accountability partner. We're doing all these things. We're going. But after this program ends, if you want to continue to have an unlimited supply of builders, you need to have a steady pace. Now, I'm going to give you 5 tips of keeping that steady, consistent pace so they just constantly come to you. The builders are constantly there. Number one, I want to talk to you about a morning routine. A morning routine is so important. It's critical. You know, my best days are when my morning routine is intact. My hardest days are when I start off the morning and it's just helter-skelter. The morning routine helps you set kind of a tone for the day. It better allows you to control your schedule rather than your schedule controlling you. And as you start each day fresh, you can actually better focus on what's in front of you, where to prioritize your time, and ultimately how to increase your productivity. So my morning routine basically consists of I wake up, I say my prayers, I read something inspirational, I move my body, and then I meet my husband and my kids downstairs for what we call daily devotional. We sing a song, we eat a healthy breakfast together, we read the scriptures, we talk a little bit, and we send them off to school. That's my morning routine. And if I keep to that morning routine, when I do, I feel like $1,000,000 and I feel like I can conquer the world. So if you don't have a morning routine, get one and stick to it. It'll make not only a difference in your attitude and your day, but it will make a difference in your business. I promise you. Number 2, have a schedule. You need to have a schedule. So many of us do not have a schedule in our business. We treat our business like a hobby. And if you treat your business like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. If you treat your business like a business, you'll get paid like a business. And in every business, successful business, you have schedules. There are times when you have to do certain things. So the schedule I'm recommending is in the Daily Mentor Calls. So go to dailymentorcalls.com and listen to call number 46. In fact, you should listen to all the calls because they're everything you should be doing in your business. But specifically when it comes to an unlimited supply of builders, you need to get this schedule intact. It's called the Weekly Success Schedule. It's just a schedule. It's 20 hours a day. It's a schedule that very successful leaders in the business follow. And it goes through all the most important things that you need to do in your week. And if you do those first, before anything else, you will have success, just 20 hours a week. I have seen people that have started as an elite and they've started the Weekly Success Schedule and done it for a year and become diamond. I promise you, if you do this schedule for an entire year, week after week, no matter where you're at, you'll be at least a diamond. If you're a diamond, you'll be blue or presidential. This is winning the race like a tortoise, doing the right things at the right time, consistently, and not giving up. Just 20 hours a week will get you there. Now, the most important part of this 20 hours a week when it comes to an unlimited supply of builders is the 4 hours a week that you do contacting and following up with people that are not yet signed up in your business. Now, I want to be really clear about something. This is tortoise pace. 4 hours a week is a minimum to keep a supply of builders coming in. There are times that I've done 4 hours a day when I'm really in a hare-like sprint, right? When we were going double presidential in 9 months, when just 2 months ago, I was doing 4 hours a day of recruiting. But after you go through those spurts, you need to settle back in to your weekly schedule of 4 hours of contacting and following up a week. If you do this, my friends, I promise you, you will constantly have committed and capable builders in your pipeline. If you follow all the techniques of find a builder, all the 10 calls, and you're doing at least 4 hours of contacting a week. It's the secret sauce. Now, step number 3. Do it even if you don't feel like it. Do you know how many things in our lives that we do even though we don't feel like doing it? Do you know how many things as a mother that I do that I don't feel like doing? How many things as a wife that I do that I don't feel like doing? I mean, this is life. We did this when we were in elementary school, junior high, high school, in every job that we've had. We constantly do things even if we don't feel like doing it. That's part of life. That is also part of your business. You're going to do things in your business that you don't feel like doing. It's part of the business. You do them anyway. And then you can concentrate and enjoy all the other activities in the business that you like doing. But what we don't do is avoid or push off or postpone, because that will have very negative consequences on your business. So step number 3 is do it even if you don't feel like doing it. Step number 4. Step number 4 is something that I like to just say, you are what you do consistently. You are what you do consistently. It's true. Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. So if you constantly and consistently run, guess what? You're a runner, whether you think you are or not. If you're constantly and consistently kind, even though sometimes maybe you don't feel like doing it, but you do, guess what? You are a kind person. If you constantly and consistently recruit, even though you feel like you're not good at it, you're a recruiter. And you're probably one of the top of the company if that's what you're doing. If you constantly and consistently build your business, you're a great builder, even though you don't feel like doing it some of the times. This is so critical. You are what you constantly do. Number 4. Okay, now, last, consistently improve. Consistently improve. In other words, doing the same thing over and over again and doing it well. Doing the right thing over and over again and consistently improving. You know, Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, let's just twist that just a little bit. Just tweak it just a little bit. The definition of success is doing the same thing over and over again and consistently improving it. Do you know how many times that I have failed in this business? Countless. I've probably failed more than anyone else in the business. I've taken huge risks. I've made huge mistakes. I have failed miserably. Do you know how many programs that I've introduced and had to tweak 10, 11, 12, 13 times until they became, well, successful? You can't just look at something and say, you know what, that's not working. I'm just changing it. What you need to do is you do the right things and you have the right things in front of you. These steps that I'm showing you of how to find a builder have been proven time and time again all over the world by men, women, people that are good at recruiting, people that think they're not good at recruiting, by outgoing people, people that are shy. These steps simply work. You have the right steps. And if you do them over and over again and consistently try to improve, that is where you're going to find success. That is where you're going to find an unlimited supply of builders over time. And as you're successful and as you keep doing it, this business will become effortless. Mother Teresa said, be faithful in the small things because it is in them that your strength lies. All of those small things, all the small little activities that we've been working on throughout all these calls, all of the little things you do every morning, the schedule that you keep for 20 hours a week, all the times that you do things that you don't feel like doing it. You are what you consistently do, and your success is going to lie in all of those small things that you improve on consistently. I love this business. I love the product. I love the company and the owners. I love what I do. And I have found that there are times that I'm running the race like a hare, fast and furious, and having a goal in sight and not giving up and doing it fast and effectively. And then there are times where I have to sit back and I have to run this race like the tortoise. Sometimes slow, but consistent, always one foot in front of the other, doing the right things at the right times and consistently trying to improve, keeping my morning routine, working off a schedule, doing things even if I don't like to, becoming who I becoming what I am because of what I do, and constantly and consistently striving to improve. That is the key to having an unlimited supply of builders. I wish you all of the best. I wish you health, happiness, financial freedom, residual income, but most of all, the greatest joy that I've found in this business is being able to give back in a way that I've never been able to give back before. And that is what I wish you, and that is what you'll get as you build this business and find builders consistently. Bye-bye, everyone.